I have a fupa, okay? That fat upper, yeah, I have a fupa. The fupa was very much in the way. I'm so weird even saying this. I don't talk to y'all like this. What's going on, Betties? Welcome back to my channel, and I am so excited that y'all are here because today is the launch, episode 1 of Candidly, Chrissy. Now, I know that y'all have heard me talking about this, and basically, if you haven't, what this is going to be is almost like my little talk show, okay? Just a little segment here on my channel that is pretty much girl chat. Very raw, very open, very honest. We're gonna talk about literally everything. We're gonna get candid with Chrissy. During this series, I'm going to be asking you guys what topics you want me to talk about. We're going to have special guest YouTubers here on this channel. I'm just so excited for this. So I asked y'all what the first episode of Candidly Chrissy should be, and y'all wanted me to talk about dating and how to get a man and how to find a man and what do you do for a man and and I was just like, I feel like we talk about that a lot. Like, I have no problem talking about that, but I feel like sometimes the conversation is always centered around, I'm plus size and how do I get a man? I decided instead of going in on y'all with point A through Z or whatever, that I would kick off this series by doing something kind of fun and something I think that we can all relate to, and telling you my dating horror stories as a plus size woman. And so if y'all are interested in seeing that, then keep watching. If you are not yet subscribed, babe, go ahead and subscribe to this channel because I have a lot more coming. It's gonna be so much fun. Make sure your notification bells are on so you do not miss future episodes of Candidly Chrissy. And let's jump right in. So basically, I've been single for like a solid 3 years, okay? And the reason I've been single for so long is because my last relationship was so traumatic for me that I just like literally was like, I need a break. I can't do this. I have to figure out like why this relationship was so traumatic for me. I have to figure out how to heal from the things that I experienced and how to become just a better person from it. And I also have to analyze like what I did to play a part in this big mess of relationship, right? So I was just like, also, I just need a break from men. So recently, as of like a year ago, I got back into the dating game, okay? Some of y'all know I have been in a situationship for a minute with the guy I told y'all about on live. If you don't know, go back to see some of my lives. But I have been in a situationship, and situationships are really tough, okay? That was something that was really hard for me to like get over. Once that situationship was over, I've been healing from that. And then I decided, well, we're in the pandemic. How am I supposed to meet men? Bet. I'm about to get on Hinge. I'm gonna get on Bumble, whatever. So let's get into dating horror story numero uno. Okay, so I was on Hinge and I thought, okay, Hinge is the better app to me. So I met this guy on there and I'm like, oh, he's cute, whatever. So I decide, all right, I'm gonna give him a chance. Like, he wants my number, he wants to call me, bet. And I'm very much not the type of girl that is just gonna let you call me right out the back. But I was feeling adventurous. I was like, let me step out of my comfort zone. Like, if I don't step out of my comfort zone, then I'm not gonna get the results that I want. You know what I mean? So, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna let him call me, whatever. So he called me and it was a good conversation. Like, he said that he was into comedy, like a comedian, whatever. And I'm not the type that really likes artists or anything like that because I am an artist. And so one of us need to be like going to the 9 to 5, like, period. So I was like, let me give him a chance. So conversation was really good. He made me laugh, like actually laugh. So I was like, oh, I love a man that makes me laugh, right? So I was was on the phone giddy, right? Just giggling, kikiing, laying on the bed. You know how people be laying in different positions on the washing machine, on the phone, kikiing, whatever. So we happened to be on the phone for like 2 hours. So I'm like, this is good vibes, like, period. Like, we're on the phone for 2 hours, whatever, whatever. So towards the end of the conversation, he was like, I would really like to see you. Like, I want to hang out with you. I want to get to know you. Like, let's talk, let's go out, whatever, whatever. So I'm like, bet, like, let's go out, cool. So he lived in LA. I live in LA, but like a tad bit outside of like LA, like the city of LA. So I was just like, cool, like, I'm gonna be doing something in LA anyway, like, let's just link up in LA. Now, one thing about me, and if you don't do this, I'm gonna need you to start doing this, I don't like for a man to come pick me up on my first date, because I just don't know. Like, men be out here crazy, and you're not gonna pick me up from my house. I live alone on my first date. At that time, I wasn't living alone. I had my roommate, but still, we're two girls living alone. Like, you're not gonna come pick me up on my first date. So I met him. Now, the crazy thing is, I met him at his place, which probably wasn't smart, but I had no intentions of going inside. It was just like a pull-up thing. I'm gonna park my car here, and then I'll get into your car, and let's go wherever we're going. So I pull up to his place. Mind you, I'm cute. Like, y'all know when I step out, and that's a period. Like, I'm going on a date. Face was beat, hair was laid, outfit was on. So I look cute. He comes out the house, y'all. This man comes out the house. Not a haircut. Didn't even shave. Didn't even line up his beard, his mustache. He came out in an old raggedy hoodie, like sweats, like just like not together. Very much not date appropriate, and definitely not first date appropriate. I feel like when it's your first date, when it's your first time meeting someone, like, you are supposed to bring forth your best. Like, you're supposed to bring forth your Sunday's best. Even if that's not who you really are, you're still supposed to fake the funk. You're supposed to bring it, right? You want to create an illusion or whatever. But I was like, wow, okay. And I should have known. I should have known then that this was not going to be it. So I got out the car and I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, da-da-da. And he was like, what's good? Like, you know, embrace me, whatever. And he was like, all right, like, we finna get in the car. And I'm like, cool. Now, here's the thing. This is low-key my fault, because I should have been like, where are we going? Like, what are we doing beforehand? This man, I kid you not, I got in his car. I thought he was like gonna take me to like the beach or like a coffee shop so we could like chat it up or talk or whatever. This man got in the car and drove us down the street, around the corner, and then down another street, and parked in front of a school, like in this neighborhood. Turned on some music and just thought we was gonna sit there and talk. And I was like, does he know who I am? Not that I think I'm like somebody, but does he know that there's a queen sitting in his car? Does he know that there is a woman with standards in front of him sitting in his car? And I don't know what impression I gave off, but I know I didn't give that off. So I'm sitting there and he's talking a lot. And I don't even mind that, because I'm a great listener. I love to listen to people. Like, I'm very much that person that likes to sit back and listen, and it'll tell you a whole lot. But he's talking and I'm kind of responding to him. I'm just like, but I know that he could tell that like I was not into it. I was not having it, because you have me at night in LA sitting in front of a school. You could have at least taken me to Starbucks. Like, you could have at least taken me to Starbucks. And then he goes and he says, yeah, I got a Red Baron pizza back at the house. Like, you know, I can heat it up. I was like, absolutely not. I was like, first of all, the audacity of you to like first have me on the date you have me on. Second of all, you're gonna offer me a Red Baron pizza, not even a DiGiorno. Not even a DiGiorno? You're not even gonna come out the pocket for Papa John's? I can't. This is like giving me PTSD. You're not even gonna come out the pocket for Pizza Hut? Not for Domino's? Nothing? Bet. I was like, oh my gosh. So I got on my phone and I'm texting my bestie and roommate at the time, and I'm like, girl, code word, because we had a code word. So y'all, another thing when you're going on dates, make sure you have a friend where your location is always on. I have 2 friends. My location stays on permanently. They always know where I am. Also, make sure you have a really quick code word or an emoji that you can just send if she knows, pimp down, like I'm in distress, help me out. So send her the SOS and she's like, bet. So she calls my phone. She's like, girl, I locked myself out. Like, I really need you to come let me in. Da, 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 da. So I'm like, it's an emergency. I gotta go. I gotta go, babes. Like, my roommate locked herself out. I gotta go. Mind you, at this time, I had maybe been on this date for like 15 minutes, maybe 15 to 20 minutes. I was like, I have to go. I have to go. I have to let her in. Like, she can't be stranded. My managers aren't there. I have to go. So he was like, bet. I'm like, yeah, just drop me off. He was like, I hope I see you again. It's not gonna happen. When I tell y'all, I never got in my car so fast. It took off so fast. I never spoke to him again. He never tried to hit me up again. I never spoke. He knew. He knew. And my thing was like, how dare you? How dare you think that that was a date? And I tell this story just to say, I don't want to necessarily relate this to me being a plus size woman, but like on the low key, it very much gave off like, I don't have to treat you a certain way because you're plus size and you should just be so happy to be with me. I'm like, Pooh, plus size or not, like, do you see me? Like, do you think that I'm the type of girl that's gonna like accept that? No, I'm a confident girl. Like, I know what I bring to the table. Like, I'm a beautiful woman. Like, I deserve better. And I only ask for better because I give better as well. Like, I only ask for what I can give. Like, you're not gonna sit here and just pull up on the side of the street and think I'm finna sit here and talk to you. You know what I mean? Or it was just like, he really just don't know how to act. He really just doesn't know how to like do a first date, but that was not it. Or it was also very much giving broke. And here's the thing. I am a very understanding person. So I feel like if he was broke, just say that. Because if that was the case, I can see that anyway. So if you're broke, just say that. Like, there are a lot of cute things that you can do when you really don't have money like that, but you still want to hang out, you still want to date somebody. We could have gone to like a lookout with some nice scenery, like picked up something from the store, whatever, and then sat out talking. I would have appreciated that a lot more, but you put zero effort into the date. And that's another reason why I told y'all this story. As women, period, as plus size women, I never want you to sit on a date where you're having a miserable time or you feel like someone is not putting in the effort that you deserve. I never want you to just sit there and take it. Like, as women, we sit and take a lot of things, and I think that part of the reason that some men think that this is okay is because we allow it. You're only gonna get as great, you're only gonna get as good of effort or as great of a person or situation or relationship, date, whatever it is, as you allow. So if you allow someone to sit there and treat you like crap and take you on a subpar day, or you're sitting there miserable, like, they're going to think that's okay. They're never going to step it up for you. You're never going to, you know, attract better. If you're on a miserable date or a date that's making you very uncomfortable, leave. Okay, so moving on to horror story number 2. Now this, I guess, okay, no, this is actually a horror story, but the guy is not like a horror story because I actually really liked him. So this is with the guy that I had my last situationship with. I really liked him, okay? I think he's probably like the most recent guy that I've talked to you guys about, but this is specifically about being plus size, thick, whatever. So first things first, I don't know what it is about me with first dates, but it's almost like a ritual, and I don't know if this is a thing to where it's like you should have known on that first date, but every first date I've had with someone that I've like been heartbroken from, I fall on the first date. Mind you guys, I'm a little handicapped from my accident. Also, like, I'm a plus size girl. Like, we don't want to be like out here falling and this nigga gotta like help me up, like doing too much. So I literally fall every single one. My first date with my ex-boyfriend from the relationship I was telling y'all about, I fell on our first day. I fell down the stairs, and then from the guy from my situationship, the little white guy I used to date, I fell up the stairs in a movie theater, and it was just like, I'm like kikiing, laughing it off, whatever, but I was so embarrassed. But that's not even the story. Okay, so my first date with him, he decided to take me to this movie because we had been talking about this movie. He was like, okay, let's just go tonight. Like, I'm gonna come get you, whatever. And he really was a Swedish guy. Like, we probably lived like 20 minutes from each other, and he always would come pick me up. Even if we were like going like to his place, like he would come pick me up from my parents' house, take me to his house to watch movies or whatever, then take me all the way back home and go back home. And that's what a gentleman is supposed to do, period. He's like, you're a princess, I'm coming to get you. Period. So, our first date, we went to the movies, and it was good. Like, it was so good. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like, halfway through the movie, somehow, like, his face was all up in my face. I was like, chill out. You're doing too much. Mom, at this point, if you're watching it, just click off. This is my BC day. So anyways, so after we got the movie, I'm feeling the vibes. Like, he was super cute. I was super cute. He was very much giving gentleman, opened up all the doors. He took me to the snack bar. He was like, get whatever you want. You want to drink, you want to get whatever you want. I was like, oh, he got money. Yes. But it was just a really good day, and I was just feeling the vibes. So after the day, it was around Christmas time, so we decided to like drive through my neighborhood and look at like some of the Christmas lights. And like there's this one big house that has like all these Christmas decorations, and the whole house be covered. It's crazy, like it's insane. So I took him by there, and then I took him up to the spot. Now, if you're from LA, like from West LA, the Black Beverly Hills, Windsor Hills area, that area, you know where the spot is, okay? That's where everyone goes like to drink and smoke and yeah, chill, whatever. So I took him up to the spot, and it's a really nice like scenic overview of like downtown LA. So I was like, yeah, this is the spot, whatever. So we're sitting in the car, chatting it up, talking, like we was watching some videos, whatever. Then of course we start to make out. So we started making out or whatever, and then he started getting a little touchy-feely, and at this point I'm just like into it. I'm like a little hot and heavy. I'm like, ooh. So I'm just letting it happen, okay? Like I said, Mom, if you're watching this, just click off. So he started getting touchy-feely, whatever. Now, as you know, I have a fupa, okay? That fat upper, yeah. I have a fupa. So he was touching and touching, whatever. And I think... I'm so weird even saying this. I don't talk to y'all like this, but he started... trying to, yeah, he started trying to like finger me, and he was like going in the direction of my fupa, and I'm like, how is he not like, he knows? And I think he was trying to like navigate his way, but because I have thick thighs and then fupa, like you really gotta like let me know. So it was just a lot going on. So basically, I'm like, you can't think my fupa is my like vagina. Like, what are we doing here? So yeah, so I'm like, oh my gosh, let me just like, let's chill out. Like he was, I'm not saying that it was was a long road there or anything like that, but it was just like when you know they trying to like get to there, but then the fupa was in the way. Don't know, because I'm not the only girl that's experienced this, and my fupa isn't even like that big. But I was so embarrassed, bro. I was so embarrassed. And he is a guy, like, he likes thick girls. Like, he loves thick girls. So I'm pretty sure that this isn't something that he hasn't navigated before or anything like that. Like, this was new for him. It might have just been like the situation in the car, like whatever the case may be. But I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. But he literally gave me like no reason at all to like feel embarrassed or anything like that, because we dated for a while after. But he was very much like fondling the fupa when I think he was trying to get somewhere else. The fupa was very much in the way. And it was just from that point on, I was just like, it was so embarrassing for me. But listen, you guys, things happen. Like, navigating certain situations, especially when you're like a big girl, like, things just happen. However, don't be afraid to explore things just because you're a big girl. Like, men can take it, and sometimes you have to teach them how to like handle and how to deal with you. I've been pretty much all my relationships, not even pretty much, all my relationships, all my situationships have been with men that are smaller than me. I will say that my type, I lean towards a more like tall, kind of slender build. That's just what I like. It doesn't make me feel insecure in any way, shape, or form. Like, I love to be like cuddled up on and just like loved up on, and they love a little cushion, and I love a little scrawniness. You know, it is what it is, and skinny guys are a lot stronger than what you think that they are. So never think that you can't date someone that is smaller than you because you think that they can't like handle your weight or anything like that. They very much can. But also, don't be afraid to like teach people how to handle you. Be confident about it. Be confident with your body, because at the end of the day, men love confidence. So I think the moral of this story is move with confidence. You guys, dating is supposed to be fun. It's a time to get to know people. It's a time to see what you do and you don't like, and you're gonna have situations that aren't the best. We've talked on lives. I see you guys in the comments, and you know, you tell me that you're afraid that men are just after you for sex. If that's the case, you'll know, and on to the next. If you feel like no one puts real effort in you, like that first story, leave the date, leave the person alone. You don't have to subject yourself to that just because you're a big girl or just because you're plus size. You deserve to be wined and dined. You deserve to be going on planned dates. You deserve effort. You deserve someone that's patient with you. You deserve someone that's understanding of every little thing. You deserve someone that thinks the world of you. So I know I just shared 2 stories. I have so much more. So if y'all want a part 2 of this video, I will definitely give it to you guys. Remember, tell me some of your dating horror stories down below in the comments. Hope that this episode made you guys excited for the rest of what is to come with Candidly Chrissy. I'm still kind of putting everything together, but I really didn't want to put off this first episode any longer. So I love you guys so much. I want to thank you guys for watching. I can't wait till episode 2. Remember, turn your notification bells on, because I'm going to be uploading them every Sunday. All right? I love you guys so much. Thank you for clicking and watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Mwah.